So this is a 2013 Hyundai Sonata that I picked up about 8 months ago, and ever since I got it, it's had a problem with the cruise control buttons on the steering wheel. The cancel button wouldn't work about 40% of the time, maybe 50, and occasionally the set button doesn't work. And ended up taking it to a dealer, sat there 4 hours. They never could find anything, and because it's a warranty item, if they can't pinpoint the problem, Hyundai won't let them change it out. I did some research on the internet and discovered that the buttons are separated by some resistors, which are on the order of about 10 ohms each, I remember. And if you push those buttons, it changes the resistance, which goes down and tells the cruise control module what the command is. If those resistors are communicated through a plug underneath the airbag on the steering wheel, and it occurred to me that if that plug was not making good connection, then that resistance would change. So maybe what I needed to do is to check that plug and make sure it was okay. This is the routine that I had to go through to be able to find the way to get to that. It's not difficult, and you can do it too if you're having button problems on your steering wheel. First order of business is we need to be safe, of course. I don't know if it's possible, but I disconnected the negative cable from the battery using a 10mm wrench. I don't want the airbag going off in my hand or in my face. I don't know if it's possible, but if it is, I don't want to find out. So then you go around to the car on the steering wheel to get this airbag off of the steering wheel. There's 3 holes in the side of the back of the steering wheel. One of them is right here. There's one on the bottom and one just like this one on the other side. You need something that'll fit in that hole. A Phillips screwdriver, if it's small enough, I didn't have that much luck with. I had pretty good luck with a flat, small screwdriver, but the best thing I've discovered appears to be an Allen key that's small enough to be able to go in that hole. So you slip it in the hole, and you're pushing on a little keeper plug that is spring-loaded, and you can push on it, and let me see if we can push on it and see this side of the airbag pop out. Okay, see that pop out right there? Now I got to do the one on the bottom and the one on the other side. So if I can get in the car and get to this one on this side, see if I get just as lucky on this side. Okay, that one popped out, and then finding the one on the bottom can be fun. And pushing on it, and the whole thing comes loose. So put the Allen wrench down so I don't lose that, and here's the airbag. And what you'll notice, there's 3 holes in the steering wheel, and these 3 studs with springs around them go in those holes. And this camera's not very good, but what keeps them in is a little pin right here, and I can push on that pin and you probably won't be able to see, but that's what the Allen key pushed in and released from down in that hole on these 3 studs. And once those are released, this just comes right off, no problem. And the problem, I think, with the cruise control is, it's hard to do with one hand, this plug right here. And what I ended up doing, there's 2 issues here. One, you can just unplug this plug. It's got little bitty pins in it. Maybe they're dirty, maybe they're dusty, maybe they're not making a good connection. I unplugged this and plugged it back in 3 or 4 times. And once I did that a week ago, and the cruise control's been working flawlessly ever since. The other thing I noticed is the top of the airbag right here pushes down on this harness, and that can bend these wires, and that may be affecting it too. So when I put it back together, I kind of moved these just a little bit down. This solved it for me. I kind of hope that me messing with it, showing it to you, doesn't start it up again. But if you're having trouble with your radio buttons on your steering wheel, maybe your cruise control buttons, maybe even the telephone buttons, I think they all go through this plug right here, because this other plug has to do with the airbag. So you might take a look and check on it, see if maybe that's what it is. Putting this back together, it's not that big a deal. Line up those studs with those holes, and once they're lined up, you push and listen for 3 clicks, and you're back together. Go put the battery back on and test drive it. See if maybe that helps your cantankerous cruise control like it did mine. Good luck to you.